would like to thank Public Access TV for giving me the opportunity to share why I should be your next New York State Senator. Also, thank you to the viewing audience for taking the time to watch this video and learn more about my campaign. Hello, I'm Adam Haber. I'm running for New York State Senate because I love this community and I want to be a force for positive change. It's a passion for me. We're all lucky to live here, but the truth is we face collective challenges that need to be addressed. We continue to face a crushing property tax burden, and part of that stems from the fact that Long Island pays far more into Albany than it receives back in services. We need to make sure that families aren't getting priced out of this area, and that requires a vigorous advocate for our interests in the Senate. We face public health risks that must be addressed. The heroin epidemic is real, and it's tearing families apart. It also remains far too easy for the wrong people to acquire guns in the state, and I aim to make sure our communities stay safe. Our environment is beautiful but fragile. The problems of illegal dumping, threats to our water supply, and diminishing green spaces must all be addressed. Environmental disasters are much easier to prevent than they are to fix, and that goes for climate change as well. And tying this all together, I think, is the issue of how our government and our elected officials behave. Corruption is a problem on Long Island and in New York State. It affects both parties. We absolutely need more transparency in our campaigns and in our government. We need stiffer penalties for politicians who break the law. Reduce corruption, and you get a government focused on fixing problems, not politicians in it for themselves. These are the issues that I want to work on. They're the issues that go to the question of what kind of community do you want this to be? The first office I ever ran for was the Roslyn School Board, and at the time, millions of dollars were being stolen from our children's education. My wife, Renee, encouraged me to step up when this terrible situation was unfolding, and I'm grateful for her in believing in my ability to make a difference. Once elected, I got to work keeping services and programs intact, not losing one teacher, but saving our schools money by seemingly simple fixes like refinancing debt and consolidating bus services between districts. I am proud of my record on the school board and the fact that Roslyn kept well below the tax cap. In fact, since I joined the board in 2009, we've kept taxes lower than any other K-12 district in Nassau County. I took those same principles to the Nassau Interim Finance Authority, otherwise known as NIFA. Once again, I made transparency and cost savings my top priorities and fought corruption head-on by reforming the county's bidding process and requiring additional transparency measures. That's just some of my background, but the more important part of this campaign is you. It's about our values, and I want to be your voice in Albany, to be this community's advocate. I will always put Long Island first. This is our home, it's where we raised our children, it's where we hope to retire, and it's a great place to live. Please take the time to give me the honor of your vote. I will work tirelessly to advocate for our community. Thank you.
I'm Elaine Phillips. I'm running for State Senate because I believe Long Island is a special place. And we need a representative who will stand up to the New York City politicians and fight for what's important to us. For too many middle-class families and senior citizens, it's become unaffordable to stay on Long Island. As mayor of my village, I cut taxes 4 years in a row. I've proposed plans to cut taxes on the middle class and allow seniors to keep more of your pensions and retirement checks instead of sending more money to Albany. We need to make our property tax cap permanent and to increase the savings we receive through the STAR program. Our schools deserve a fair share of state aid. We've been cheated by Albany in the past, and if the New York City politicians get their way, we'll even get less for our already high taxes. Safer communities begin with getting the gangs and illegal guns off the streets. I will support our police with the resources they need to stop violence and keep us safe. We need to do more to make sure Long Island's drinking water is protected for future generations. As mayor, my village received national recognition for our efforts to stop pollution from entering our groundwater and the Long Island Sound. It's why I have the support of the state's leaders who care about cleaner environment. We also need to stop the corruption and restore the public's trust. I believe that politics is about service, not about making money. And that's why I want term limits, more accountability, and greater transparency. We chose to live on Long Island because it's a special place. Good schools, welcoming, safe communities, a place where I hope someday my 3 daughters can live and raise their own families, my grandchildren. But to protect the future of this island that we love, we will need a senator who will fight for us, not for New York City. I believe in bipartisan, balanced government where Long Island has a strong voice and the needs of our communities are heard. Lower taxes, delivering our fair share, a cleaner environment, and balanced government that we can trust. That's my promise to you. If you honor me with your vote this election day, I'm Elaine Phillips. It would be my honor to have your vote and to serve you in the New York State Senate.